What? What? Dude! As you can tell, the audio is super scuffed here, so I no longer trust Shadowplay. I'll be streaming all my games on twitch.tv/TYEOFF so I can have backup audio. Do consider dropping a follow. I haven't been able to play the game for nearly a week due to some life stuff, but now I should be back on schedule. Let's start week 3 with an example dorms rotation because we're mostly going to dorms. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this demo with Timmy stam and strength while overweight. To demonstrate that inertia and low level strength isn't the reason why you can't do movement. So approaching the south side of dorms, you want to clear first level down the hall. It's hard to see, so you want to jiggle to bait someone from this position to shoot you. This trash bag prone spot is one of the 2 rat spots I use often to wait for PMCs. Sitting here lets you hear people approach from all sides. If you were to sit on the 2nd floor, vertical audio won't allow you to hear below you. And it's near impossible to see if you tuck your head properly in the trash. Proning on the balcony is my second favorite spot. This position allows you to hear below you. If you hear metal, then you can just peek and shoot the back of their heads. If they approach from the south side, they'll have to run down the hallway to key marked. People don't usually check balc before keying marked, so you can just mow them down through the wall while they're looting. Okay, back to our entry position. Once you've cleared the hall, check the close left room and shut the door behind you. Coming down the hall, you want to check close right here. And the staircase. If you hear someone down the hall on the left, and your right is presumably clear, you can go back outside, go 2nd floor south side, and take a long angle on the guy down the hall. Remember to do your run-bys. Walking through a fatal funnel before getting information is a death sentence. Most people unpeek after firing off a couple shots, so you can bait a bit here. Once you're sure he isn't peeking, close the door behind you and find a decent angle for them. Under the bed here is a cheeky one, but it's a gamble because you won't be able to run away from a well-placed Vogue. Alternatively, you can just raw fight them from mid-stairs, but I prefer to just skip 2nd entirely. Back to a staircase here. If it's a crossfire on 2nd, you want to get to 3rd. The only way to get a flank on 2nd is from 3rd, so clear your angles and make your way down marked. Look both ways before you gunfight on the streets. If you see a guy down the hall behind the oven thing, just lean out and pre-fire him. If you bait his shots with your run-bys and he's unpeaked, then get yourself into this room. Clear your immediate right, some people like sitting here. You want to practice the next bit in offline. You have to be able to stop your sprint, open the door, and start your sprint in one smooth motion. Most people get caught off guard when you sprint through this window. You can see me getting a frag like this in episode 2. Now from balcony is how you're going to flank the guys in 2nd floor L. Just align your feet with that large black spot on the ledge, it doesn't have to be exact, and start inching over while crouching. You want to hold A while you scrape the wall. You don't need any strength or endurance for this, as you can see I'm still on level 15. Once you drop, you have the easiest shot on the guy behind the pillar. He won't expect you to be there because he thinks the sounds are coming from 3rd. After you assassinate the pillar guy, if he has more friends on 2nd and you find yourself stuck, there's a super fast escape route. Obviously sprint into the room, I'm just showing you my surroundings here. You want to scrape your legs on a windowsill so you can influence your character to go right. With this momentum you can get to the door in one smooth motion. It's not detrimental to get stuck on the bed, but make sure you practice enough so that you don't get stuck on the boxes outside. Now that we're on 1st, you can restart the route. This rotation is just an example. You can incorporate or change the route to whatever seemed to fit the situation. For example, if instead of dropping on the boxes, you could have went up the northern staircase. The possibilities are endless around dorms, think for yourself. First game we get trailer park, and since we have BP depot, we have a tanker to mark right next to us. The plan is to cross the water, and from there we'll decide to fight dorms and mark the tanker at the MG. Dorms is way too quiet, so it's time to just mark. After dropping my marker, I head to Dorm Hill. Unfortunately, Sniper Scav somehow takes out my legs and stomach. So now my raid is on a timer. It's time to just head to dorms and die. I hear a guy on second L, so I go for a push. Unfortunately his back was facing me, so I don't have an opportunity to head eyes him with echo rounds. I should have broke his legs, but I was hoping I could do enough blunt to red zone his thorax.
Oh.
He runs down middle. Once he's a couple steps below my level, I can no longer hear him due to how stairs audio works. So it's a 50-50 gamble whether he's rotating below me or he's re-peeking me. The smart thing to do would be to go right and peek the windows, but I was worrying too much about all the food falling out of my stomach, so I gambled the 50-50 instead. Good spawn for a new gas marker. The plan is to get the dorm pit and then decide what to do then. I'm pretty confident the guys upstairs can't hear me, but I'll walk just in case. I get into my favorite spot and it's time to wait. All I have is a PP. I can't engage until I get enough information on their loadouts. Airframe with face shield. If I wanted to fight them, I would have had no chance. Eat all your food before a fight if you have a chance, so if you die you still get metabolism levels. Out of all the guns in the game, it had to be a flechette saga. I rarely shoot flechette over magbugs, so I have no idea how it performs. Unfortunately, unfamiliarity is what loses me the fight. I sat here next to him for a good 20 minutes and no one came by dorm, so it's time to mark our last tanker. After marking, I tried to kill as much scavs for XP as possible. Unfortunately, people still P-scav customs. There's water. Are you fucking serious? Dude. Dude, I can't fucking believe it. Oh my god. Nikita saw what happened last game, so he gave me God spawn this game. Of course I'm going straight to dorms. A little suspicious, but with my spawn that had to have been a scav. Time to lay down. Jump. There's only one place that needs a jump. Second floor south side over the bed we proned under earlier in the video. No more steps, no attempts to trade, so he's probably solo. I loot up insurance fraud my stuff so I can at least regen stam on my way home. Now from here on out for the rest of my VODs the sound is super scuffed, so I'm just gonna show combat situations, no map pathings or anything, so you don't have to suffer through shitty sound. It's just custom, so you should be able to figure it out by now. I think what happened was Shadowplay merged my mic track with audio track into a single track. Not only that, but the last and best game got corrupted where I used the third floor balcony drop the second to leg meta 2 guys in the back with the Keter. Unfortunate, but I'll fix the issue for next week. I see his helmet and I was waiting for an opportunity to hit eyes here, but he was ready. I should have unpeeked and fought later when I could see more of his limbs because I am using leg meta rounds. Always play in the most optimal way to use your kit. Movement in seconds, so they're definitely PMCs. I do a little WS jiggle to see what I can bait. Fake sprint, and then to the next room. I know he's around mid-stairs and he doesn't want to push because he needs to jump over the bed. Jumping over the bed is a death sentence. I wasn't thinking here. I could have quick reloaded while I was healing my arm through my inventory. He jumps over the bed. 9 out of 10 times when you hear them jump, you can sprint out and wide swing them. This is the 1 out of 10 where I couldn't. I got tagged multiple times with 45 rip on my limbs, so chances are my thorax is nearly 1 HP. If I had sprinted, I would have fell over. I'm forced into a left-hand peek with 2 bullets in my mag because it didn't reload during my heal animation earlier. No. As usual, straight out of spawn I try to cross and hit the dorms. Why? Unfortunately, these timmies got in my way, so I decided against dorms as it's too late, so it's time to go for bunkhouse instead. I hear a bunch of fighting and get a little too curious. Again, I'm not used to these kits and didn't play to my weapon's full advantage. It's a 5.45 AK with a JMac muzzle. I could have easily full autoed him from that range. What? My second favorite chill spot. Remember to prone, otherwise you can't hear below you. I wait a little to see how they would react to my painkiller. No. Saiga's subpar when it comes to range. Once more, I should have used my brain and thought of a better strategy. There was no way I was gonna win that fight flying out the windowsill with the Saiga. Before we get to the last part, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for guides, gun builds, and this playthrough. Comment if you can still do Dorm's movement with inertia. Thanks for watching. I sat in my favorite spot for half the raid and no one came Dorm, so it's time for bunkhouse. After grabbing the package, I go for my usual route down the main road. I make it an extract, or so I thought. What? Crossing through Stronghold and Crack House is dangerous, so the safest extract is probably smugglers to Crossroads. This was already a little sus, but it's a fatal funnel, so I assume they just held their mouse button down. What? What? Dude! I should not have turned around to take a look. Good thing their gun is trash MOA, otherwise I would have gotten head eyes. For the rest of the raid, I try to face away from them so I can get a nice back massage. I don't think they're smart enough to turn off aimbot or set aimbot to spray legs. So I should be okay ducking my head down. Oh. See, his aimbot locks head, so when I look down, he'll hit my thorax. Then I can look back up again so I can rotate the damage between my head and my thorax. Breaking line of sight is crucial against a cheater. Check my map pathing video if you need an in-depth guide. Okay. Who the fuck cheats customs on a scav? Kill level 14s. I don't understand.